What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. और आज हम लोग बात करेंगे मैनचेस्टर सिटी और लिवरपूल के बीच हुए प्रीमियर लीग मैच के बारे में. अपॉलजीज फॉर बीइंग अवे. कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट काम आ गए थे लाइफ में. आई वाजंट एबल टू क्रिएट कंटेंट मच. लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड राइट अवे. इस मैच में सबसे पहले तो हम लोग लाइनअप्स की बात करते हैं. लिवरपूल स्टार्टेड विद विर्ट्स, सोबोस्लाई, साला, एकिटीके, मैकएलिस्टर एंड ग्रावेनबर्ग. Or their defense was Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate and Bradley, which was pretty standard. City started with Nunes, Diaz, Guardiola, O'Reilly, Silva, Gonzalez, Nico, Cherki, Foden, Doku and Haaland. मैच के स्टार्टिंग के 15-20 मिनट तो they both looked very threatening. और मेरे हिसाब से गेम was pretty even. Liverpool was creating chances as well as City. And to be honest, I think पासिंग फ्लो लिवरपूल का बेटर था पहले 10-15 मिनट में. फ्लोरिन विर्ट्स वाज रियली कमिंग इनटू द गेम. मैकएलिस्टर वाज मेकिंग गुड पासेस और या साला वाज डूइंग डिसेंट. आफ्टर like 15 to 20 minutes, I guess the intensity of Liverpool just dropped off. And uske baad Doku from the left created a penalty. Of course, we'll talk about Doku separately in a big section because I have a lot to say about Doku. City got a penalty and sadly Haaland missed it. It was a good penalty. Mamardashvili is a great keeper for those who know him. La Liga mein he has always been, being a good shot stopper and in general he's a good goalkeeper. So it wasn't surprising to me कि उसने penalty save करी. जो first goal आया था, that was a cross. Haaland headed the ball and it got deflected from Konate and went to the right corner. It was a good build-up and this is what having a great striker like Haaland gives. कि आप not only आप passing or build-up play कर सकते हो, you can also just whip in crosses and try to find Haaland in the middle. Haaland is probably one of the best strikers right now in world football, so it's not a surprise he got that goal. Second goal की बात करें, I think second goal was a deflection. जो कि निको गोंजालेस ने मारा था. If you take a shot, it goes and it's a goal. ऐसा नहीं है कि सिटी ने उससे पहले चांसेस क्रिएट नहीं करे थे and I think they definitely deserved that goal. And बात करें थर्ड गोल की, तो थर्ड गोल was a great goal by Doku himself. अगर ओवरऑल प्ले की बात करें तो इस मैच में यही 3 गोल्स थे. लिवरपूल ऑलमोस्ट केम क्लोज टू स्कोरिंग, बट हाँ बात करें जो वैन डाइक ने इक्वलाइजर मारा था और फिर वो डिसअलाउ कर दिया था. आई डोंट थिंक दैट्स एन ऑफसाइड. आई थिंक दैट गोल शुड हैव बीन गिवन बिकॉज ही वाजंट इंटरफेयरिंग विद द कीपर. वो जिस वहाँ पे खड़ा था उसने अपना सिर नीचे करा. ही ट्राइड टू गेट आउट ऑफ द वे एंड शुडंट हैव बीन रूल्ड ऑफसाइड इन माय ओपिनियन. इन जनरल आई थिंक the only player I personally liked on the pitch was Florian Wirtz. Maybe it's a Flo Wirtz bias, लेकिन I think he was flowing. Mo Salah looked okay. Overall man, जो लिवरपूल का attacking threat है, that has been quite bad for some time now. They are on a big losing streak apart from the win against Madrid. Szoboszlai, I think he's a great cam, but City का क्या है कि City is most La Liga-ish type team in the Premier League. I mean City, or I think in the past Liverpool as well, City does not play just long balls. I mean they have the option to play it, but I think City short passes और build up play भी ठीक काफ़ी अच्छी कमांड है. And I think Pep ने एक इंटरव्यू में बोला था कि he prefers short passes because short passes have a lower chance to fail, and अगर वो passes fail भी हो गए तो जो transition है, जो counter attack है, that is much more easy to defend. सब players वही हैं अगर pass fail हुआ है, whereas अगर long ball pass है, आपका midfield बहुत आगे है, defense line बहुत पीछे है, तो there's a great space for transition to happen. Liverpool was the most hyped up team based on the signings they made. I mean Isak did not train for a long time because he was protesting against Newcastle, but still man, they looked so good last season. I don't think सिर्फ ट्रेंट के जाने से इतना बड़ा इफेक्ट आया है. I think it's more about the signings that they made. So Frimpong और Milos Kerkez, ये दोनों बहुत ज़्यादा attack minded. It's essentially playing with two at the back because मैंने जितने मैचेस देखे लिवरपूल के, Kerkez और Frimpong हमेशा आगे रहते हैं. Even though they did not start, Robertson और Connor Bradley had started. I think even though they did not start, I think it needs to be said. Of course Trent wasn't also that good defensively, लेकिन I don't think Frimpong और Trent की playmaking is the same level. I think Trent is a better playmaker. और लेफ्ट बैक की बात करें तो Robertson is now with age, of course your level drops down a bit, but I think he's still very solid defensively. मैं जो मेन बात कहना चाह रहा था कि अगर लिवरपूल is playing with Milos Kerkez, और they must have Gravenberch or Endo. I mean you cannot play both McAllister and Szoboszlai if you want to play Kerkez or Frimpong. अगर हम बात करें लेवरकूजन की जहाँ Frimpong खेलता था, Grimaldo was also very similar in position or where he was on the pitch throughout the game. लेकिन Leverkusen की बात ये थी कि they played 3 at the back, so maybe they play 3 at the back with Endo as a center back. अगर आप 3 at the back खेले, left center back, right center back, center back, I think Endo plays there or Gravenberch plays there, and you know he transitions forward when the team is attacking. लेकिन that's just some of the ideas that I have. Let's talk about City or City की players. The last player we'll talk about is Doku. Haaland, after having a not so good season last year, I think he's finally stepping up, or he's getting back into a good place or good state. I used to watch Lyon जब भी Lyon played against PSG, and I also watched Lyon in the Europa League. Man, Cherki was phenomenal at Lyon. They almost made the final with 10 men. Had it not been for the Harry Maguire comeback, I think Cherki can still improve on his selfishness, because Lyon में Cherki is used to being the star player, and आप अचानक से city में आ जाओ where you have a plethora of stars. Naturally you feel a little bit out of place, or you want to get that place back. I think Cherki will definitely do much better. Gianni Reynders, who's such a great midfielder over at AC Milan. The ceiling of the City team's still very high. मैं आप बोलना चाहूँगा Foden के बारे में. After the season that City won the Champions League, I think Foden got an injury somewhere. उसके बाद से Foden hasn't been looking good. He has struggled a bit with playmaking, or I just think confidence wasn't there. लेकिन अब man, he's getting back to his peak form, and I think he played cam this last match. I still think Foden की best position is more on the right. I personally believe Cherki is better of the two playmakers, and Foden is more of a better shot taker, where Cherki is more flair and technical. So हम बात करते हैं Jeremy Doku की. I've seen Jeremy Doku ever since he played on Rennes.
What?
I've always thought Jeremy Doku has been a little wasteful of all the things he does. I mean, that has always been my opinion, even until last match. He has shown signs of promise usse pehle bhi. All my friends love Jeremy Doku, but I personally never liked him, because I always thought ki man, you are so good technically, but you never make the right pass. I've always thought ki Jeremy Doku can do much better, and I think that's one of the reasons I never really liked him. Ki man, I can see that your ceiling is higher and you can do so much better, but you're so wasteful. His shooting power has always been there, लेकिन अगर बात करें उसकी in general play on the pitch, we all know he's super fast. We all know he can dribble the ball well. All that he always has lacked is that final pass, or poking the ball the right way, not taking a shot, or not doing too much, making the back pass. और यही complaints रही है मेरी डोकू के साथ. But man, last game Jeremy Doku was phenomenal. Good game man, well played, and I think he has me convinced now. Let's see वो आगे कैसा खेलता है. And I mean, I think a lot of people have said that this is one of the best winger performances in the Prem. Okay guys, those are my quick thoughts on this game. See you in the next video.